Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded right around the 8. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. At the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brissett going to go to the air right away. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Washington first down. A first down throw for Brissett. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Justin Jones there on the stop. You could tell he was searching for a hole, trying to find a running lane. There just was none to be found.
Yeah, that's because the big guys in the middle are just clogging everything up. Might want to think about stretching the line splits out a little bit. Make those guys cover a little bit more ground. Maybe you'll find some more room for your runners.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing, Brissett. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. It's a gain of 10. First down, Commander. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Brissett's throw complete to Dotson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Brissett. Quick slant, Dotson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 1st-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. That pass complete to Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Fields. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 24. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jacoby Brissett in the offense, ready to begin their next drive. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brissett now. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Brissett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw again. Brissett. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Now Brissett. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. becomes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Able to connect with Dotson. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And some room to roam now. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Personal foul. Basement. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Now a first down throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for Washington. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. With the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A handoff for her. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And does Washington have it? They do. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. First down, Brissett. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. To throw again on second down. Brissett. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brissett. Samuel bringing in the slam. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And oh, he coughed it up! But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Throwing, Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Edwards, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Brissett sets to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bates. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This to make it a 2-score game. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely That was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Herbert. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jacoby Brissett scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields flush to his right.
Right side, Claypool's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
3rd and 2, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Now, 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
To the air again, Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Bayless Jones.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
With 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's the Commanders who come away with a win, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.